I'll ask Dr. Rashmi Mehta to offer a flower bouquet.
Because of our strengths, our determination to keep up with the rest of the world, we have been making very rapid progress. You have to realize that in order to catch up with the rest of the world, we have to make quantum leaps. We have to leapfrog and go up. If we were to also follow what the West did and move step by step, we will never catch up with the rest of them. So we have to leapfrog. When we leapfrog, there is always going to be a vacuum. A vacuum will create problems, it will create difficulties. But I think that we have the acumen and the desire and the will to overcome those difficulties. So actually we are doing two things. We are wanting to make progress as well as take care of this vacuum that is being created because we have to move rapidly.
As an artist.
Impacts is that of a father and a son. In any family there is always a great amount of respect. Our culture and our tradition teaches us from a very young age our family values. I'm no different from any other Indian family. I say this particularly here because here in the West, the values that Indian culture and Indian families exhibit is almost negligible. No problem. But each generation, every generation feels that this is it and nothing can be better than that. But yes, I think that along with what is happening now, we need to look at and pay attention to what has gone beyond and what has gone before. I think that that is missing in Western culture. And I think we need to be very proud of this fact that our traditions and our culture dictates almost that our younger generation looks after our older generation. These are some of the values and many, many more values that I learned from my father. It will take a very long time to describe them, but just want to say that I grew up just like any other normal Indian in an Indian home. Give a lot more attention and importance to what is happening as far as the language is concerned. I'm very happy that there are institutions like Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan and others in the country that propagate this, and I hope that
anytime in the next future or near future that Bollywood actors will cross over into mainstream Hollywood?
Firstly, I don't like the word Bollywood. I think it's very demeaning to our Hindi film industry. I've always strongly opposed it because I think that it actually it's almost sounds like an abuse every time it's used. I also don't like the idea of devising a word which is basically ours and wanting to compare it with something in the West. The West has many strong points and has been always several steps ahead of us. But there is this constant talk, as you put in the question, when is Indian cinema going to cross over into Hollywood cinema, as though Hollywood was somewhat bigger and better than the Indian cinema. There is this general tendency amongst Indians that we always want to compare ourselves, yes, with other things in the world, but we always put the other world ahead of us. I don't see any reason why we should do that. I think that the Indian cinema and India itself has a lot of qualities which are comparable to the very best in the world. I would rather that want to find out today when is Hollywood wanting to come to India rather than the other way around.